The Tale of Galhang and the Three Trials. In the mist-shrouded Zhou Highlands, where emerald forests tangle with rolling hills, lay TOKMV village, a place rich in nature but poor in spirit. Here lived Galhang, a kind-hearted orphan who roamed unnoticed among the villagers. Poverty clung to him like a shadow, earning him the cruel nickname, the Empty Basket, for he owned nothing the villagers deemed valuable. Yet, Galhang's soul was a treasure trove of compassion. While others hoarded what little they had, Galhang shared his meager meals with hungry children, mended fences for the weary, and gathered firewood to warm the homes of the elderly. His heart, though scorned by the villagers, burned brightly with kindness. One brisk morning, as pale sunlight filtered through the forest canopy, Galhang ventured into the wild in search of healing herbs. Suddenly, a guttural roar shattered the calm. It reverberated through the trees like an ancient warning. Following the sound, Galhang stumbled upon an imposing bear, ensnared in a hunter's cruel trap. Blood marred its coarse fur, and its eyes gleamed with a painful plea. Galhang hesitated, his fear a cold knot in his chest. "Help me," the bear growled, startling Galhang with its deep, gravelly voice. Though his hands trembled, Galhang approached cautiously. Using a sturdy stick, he pried the trap open, his heart hammering against his ribcage. The bear, free at last, towered over Galhang, its massive frame a mix of awe and terror. "You risked your life for me," the bear rumbled. "Take this." It plucked a single golden hair from its coat and placed it gently into Galhang's calloused hand. "Burn this in great need, and I will come to your aid." Dazed yet grateful, Galhang accepted the gift and watched as the bear disappeared into the shadowy woods. Days later, while foraging near a river, a sharp hiss sliced through the serene babble of flowing water. Galhang turned to see a colossal serpent, its emerald scales glinting like cursed jewels, coiled menacingly around a tree. At its mercy was a trembling deer, trapped and terrified. "Leave the deer alone," Galhang shouted, summoning courage he hadn't known he possessed. He grabbed a stick, its weight feeble compared to the snake's power. The serpent's golden eyes locked onto him. "Why interfere? This world has no mercy for the weak," it hissed. "Because no creature deserves to die helpless," Galhang responded, his voice firm despite his fear. The snake hesitated before loosening its crushing grip. "Your bravery intrigues me," it said, shedding a single iridescent scale and handing it to Galhang. "Press this to your heart in moments of despair, and I shall assist you." Galhang bowed in gratitude as the snake slithered away. Months passed, and rumors of a cursed mountain to the north reached TOKMV. It was said to guard unimaginable treasure hidden by Kami, a fierce creature with the body of a lion and the face of a man. Desperate to escape his life of poverty and help his struggling village, Galhang decided to embark on the perilous quest. The journey was fraught with challenges. Ferocious storms battered him, and narrow paths skirted endless chasms. When he finally reached the mountain's summit, a deafening roar split the heavens. Kami emerged, his golden mane blazing in the sunlight, his human face carved with regality and wrath. "Why do you trespass on my mountain?" he demanded, his voice a rumbling storm. "I seek the treasure not for myself but for those who suffer," Galhang replied, his fear eclipsed by determination. Kami's piercing gaze bore into Galhang. "Then you must prove your worth through 3 trials," he declared. Kami's first trial conjured a tangled nightmare, roaring infernos, collapsing cliffs, and malicious shadows clawing toward Galhang. Every fear he had buried in his heart surged to life. Yet, he remembered the bear's golden hair. With trembling hands, he set it alight. A blazing light engulfed the illusions, and the great bear materialized, its fearless presence banishing the terrors. Galhang's courage had triumphed. For the second trial, Kami spun a cruel illusion, villagers mocking Galhang, turning their backs on him during his darkest days. Seething with bitterness, Galhang clenched his fists. Yet, as the snake's scale warmed against his chest, he knelt and forgave them in his heart. The illusion vanished, leaving only Kami's approving nod. Compassion had prevailed. In the final trial, Kami held out a single gold coin. "Take this and leave," he offered slyly, "or risk everything for a chance to win it all." Without hesitation, Galhang refused. "The treasure is not for me, but for others. I'll risk all to bring hope to them." Kami's roar shook the mountain, but it was not a roar of rage. His human face softened into a smile. "You have passed," he said, stepping aside to reveal a cavern glimmering with gold, jewels, and ancient artifacts. Among the glittering trove lay a shimmering staff, its presence commanding reverence. "This staff holds true power," Kami explained. "It can heal, create, and spread prosperity. Use it wisely, for its magic is meant to serve all." Galhang, humbled by the gift, returned to TOKMV village. With the staff, he healed the sick, built homes for the homeless, and cultivated flourishing fields. The villagers, ashamed of their past scorn, celebrated him as a hero. Through his courage, compassion, and selflessness, Galhang transformed not just his village, but their hearts. Even in a world of perilous trials and ancient magic, he taught them, and us, that true wealth lies not in glittering gold, but in the strength to give, to forgive, and to serve. And so, the orphaned boy became the heart of TOKMV, his legacy enduring as a tale whispered across generations, a beacon for all who walk the path of adventure.